This whole world is full of mysteries. Even today, there are many such mysteries in the world whose mystery has not been solved till now. In this episode, we are going to tell you about such a secret, which is impossible to believe. We are going to tell you about such a mysterious plane of America, which landed in another country almost 30 years after taking off. And after some time it disappeared again. Like a flying phantom of the Twilight Zone, a plane Pan American Flight 914 with 57 passengers on board landed in Caracas, Venezuela, in 1985. It was landed after 30 years of disappearance in 1955 during a flight from New York to Miami. But less than a few minutes, as the plane took off again like a ghost and disappeared into the clouds. The story dates back to March 9, 1985, when a chartered plane DC-4 lands in Caracas, Venezuela, with 57 passengers. But surprisingly, this plane took off from New York to Miami on July 2, 1955, 30 years ago, and disappeared somewhere on the way. But moments after landing in Venezuela, this plane takes off again and disappears like a ghost in the clouds. The main evidence of this incident is the conversation between the pilot and the air traffic control tower, recorded in radio communication. Juan de la Corte, an employee of airport control, said he had seen the incident with his own eyes. Juan de la Corte reported that the main evidence of the incident was a hand-sized calendar from 1955 that the pilot of the ghost plane had left on the runway before the ship disappeared again. Juan de la Corte, an eyewitness of this incident, said, "I saw the plane, I also heard the voice of the pilot. I even had a calendar left over from the ghost pilot. Despite that, I couldn't believe my eyes." He also told that the people of the flight still thought that they was in 1955 and their flight had landed in Florida. But the surprising thing was that there was no truth in it. And don't know where were those people for so many years. Some people try to solve the puzzle of Flight 914 with the explanation that the plane passed through some sort of time travel portal. The time travel concept, inspired by movies and popular web shows, is also associated with this aviation mystery. Otherwise, according to the air traffic staff, it was something strange and supernatural. Because the plane he saw was of a very old type, which was not even visible on their radar scan. The control tower employee told that when he asked the pilot his name, the pilot replied, "Where are we?" Fear and distress could be clearly detected from his voice. But in the end the pilot said it is a chartered plane 914. In which 4 crew members and 57 passengers are on board. And this plane is from New York to Miami. There was silence in the entire control room as soon as the pilot heard this. Because the destination point of Flight 914 is Miami, which was 1,800 kilometers from Caracas, Venezuela. Then the person sitting on the control told the pilot that this is Caracas, Venezuela, South America. Have you lost your way? But there was no response from the pilot. The control panel allows the plane to land in confusion. After successfully landing at the airport, the control tower staff heard the voice of the pilot, who was surprised to see the jet plane parked at the airport, saying to his co-pilot, "Oh Jesus Christ, Jimmy. What the hell is that?" Looking at them, it seemed as if they had seen a spaceship, not a jet plane. According to eyewitness air traffic controller Juan de la Corte, the pilot of that mysterious ship told that this flight was to land at Miami's International Airport in 1955 at 9:55 a.m. Shocked by this, Corte told the pilot that this was the International Airport of Caracas and today is March 9, 1985. The pilots were shocked and started breathing deeply and said, "Oh my God." Cortez said. I tried to calm him down, saying that it has to be sent to the ground crew. The pilot shouted loudly on the radio, "No, no, don't come to us, we are leaving." The staff present at the airport told that the shocked faces of the passengers were visible. Then the pilot opened his cockpit window and gestured with his hand and said, "Get away from here." The pilot waved some folders from the cockpit window, said De La Corte. Maybe this was the moment that little calendar fell on the runway from the folder, which they found later. After this, the pilot started the engines and the plane took off again in the sky. And suddenly it disappeared somewhere in the sky. Later, the conversation in the control tower's radio record and that calendar was confiscated by the government senior service, and continued to investigate the incident. What was the reason behind this mysterious incident? People still haven't understood this. But experts believe that either this plane came in time travel from year 1955 to year 1985, or it was a supernatural event. So friends, what do you think about this story? How much truth and how much lie is there in this mysterious story? This is the curiosity in the minds of people all over the world. To know the mystery of this mysterious story, we are also bringing the second part of this video. Don't forget to watch the second part of this video. If you like the story, then like and share this video. Also subscribe the channel. Thank you for watching the video.